Nice to meet you, everybody. My name is Young-Sun Kim, working for HMM. I'm a team leader of R&D team. First of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the compt, the organizer of this excellent webinar, for giving me this opportunity. It is also my great honor and pleasure. Today, my topic of my presentation is digitalization and decarbonization strategy in shipping company. Today, shipping company are faced major challenges, so-called 2D. First D is meaning the digitalization, and the last one is decarbonization. In this presentation, I would like to explain how shipping companies are responding to this big challenge now, based on the HMM experience. My presentation is consists of largely three parts. First of all, I'll explain the shipping company's view and their activity for digitalization. And second, I'll go over greenhouse gas regulation and the shipping company responding activities and conclusion. So let's start with the digitalization first. Before entering the main topic, I would like to tell you about the current shipping situation. Look at the picture of the ship on the left side of the screen. Ship's name is Hyundai Freedom 5500 TEU container ship. It was born in 1990. At the time of delivery in 1990, this ship was recorded the largest container ship in the world. Please see the another ship, right side of screen. It is a 24,000 TEU container ship delivered by HMM last year. This ship also recorded as the largest container ship in the world until now. It takes 13 years for HMM to bring back the title of a shipping company which have the largest container ship in the world. Ships are rapidly becoming bigger and bigger. Container service was started in 1968 with a 1,500 TEU container ship, but just 15 years later, it has grown 16 times in size. Another challenge is environmental regulation, ballast water regulation, SOx and NOx regulation, particle matter and black carbon, and greenhouse gas regulation. This environmental regulation on the shipping industry are getting stronger, and stricter. This environmental regulation is creating new technology, ballast water treatment system, SCR for NOx regulation, exhaust gas scrubber for sulfur regulation, and LNG fuel ship. These are new technologies we have never experienced before. Typically, onboard decision making has been made by captains who have a lot of knowledge and experience. But today, shipping situation is changed. As I mentioned before, ship size is becoming bigger and bigger, and many of new technology are installed on the ship. So now it is very difficult to make a decision by captain alone, and we should not allow decision making by captain alone. All information have to share between ship and shore in real-time base, and all decision making also have to made by ship and shore together. Fortunately, this process is possible now due to new advanced technology. I think it is one of the background of autonomous ship. However, I think there are slight different view of autonomous ship today in the shipping industry. Somebody said that autonomous ship could be coming soon, so we have to prepare for regulation for this. On the other hand, some others seem to be more cynical about autonomous. For example, Musk CEO said that unmanned container ships are not likely to operate in his lifetime. Intertankers say that no shipper will give their cargo to the unmanned ship. Many people say the Kodak as a failure case too late to introduce new technology, but they say shipping is quite different from Kodak. This cynical reaction comes from many ship owners' side. Ship owners say that we are not asking for autonomous ship. Technology companies are pushing it. I think the biggest reason of a negative view from the ship owner side is first, we think about is it really feasible in terms of technically or legally? And second, unmanned ship require huge investment. So ship owner have a question, is it really economical? Because crew cost a very small portion of the total ship operation cost. Despite the many advantages of autonomous ship, we have many concerns. How to respond in the event of a breakdown or emergency case, and how to solve the problem of communication between the existing ship and unmanned ship. And we have another concern, such like hacking, theft, terror, pirate, and cyber attack. I would like to going back to Musk CEO interview again. He said that autonomous ship will not be available in his lifetime. I think many people seem to have a long understanding due to negative comment from several shipping companies, including Musk CEO interview. Does Musk have a negative position to develop autonomous vessel? I can say this is absolutely not. Musk is one of the best and the leading company in developing the autonomous technology. Musk already adopted the ship monitoring system, control system, and cargo tracking system. In 2018, they established joint venture with IBM to develop blockchain technology-based some shipping solution. And they try to supply spare part by using drone. Most of all, Musk has adopted advanced ship monitoring system by installing 2,800 different sensors on the ship. Now, not only Musk, but also many shipping companies, including HMM, are preparing and trying to do similar project. I would like to talk about HMM activities from now. HMM has adopted Vessel Insight system maybe 7 years ago. Vessel Insight is a system developed by HMM itself. This picture is a screen capture image of our system. It is possible to check all information such as sailing plan, optimal trim, ship's route, and machinery condition. All data are automatically analyzed according to the correlation between data. Through this, abnormal operation is immediately identified and the warning signal is given to the shore office and the ship together. Last year, HMM opened the fleet control center. We are monitoring all ships in here. I have prepared for very short video about the fleet control center. Yeah, let's watching together. how do you feel about this? Fleet Control Center was opened the end of last year. In the past 6 months until now, we have tried pilot operating the our center. During the period, we have found many possibility and the potential performance of Fleet Control Center will exceed our expectation. We are very proud of our center. Okay, let's summarize the perspective of shipping companies of autonomous ship. I would like to introduce an article in the Lloyd list last year. According to the article, they say autonomous does not necessarily mean unmanned. It means differently manned. I fully agree with this opinion. I think autonomous ships are too much focused on unmanned. So I think it is main reason of negative perception of the from the ship owner. I believe that the ultimate target of autonomous ship should not be unmanned ship. New technology should not replace people, but it can be support people to make a right decision in other way. In addition, we should not focus on manned ship itself. We have to focus the basic technology for autonomous ship, such as sensing, monitoring, control, and analysis technology. I would like to say that we HMM activities, as I mentioned before, smart ship, vessel insight, and fleet control center, these are not intended to reduce or replace crew. Okay, you can move to decarbonization. International society has been doing a lot of effort to make a greenhouse gas regulation for maritime sector. In 2018, IMO has announced the IMO greenhouse gas roadmap and the reduction target. According to the IMO target, carbon intensity will be reduced 40% by 2030, 70% by 2050, and total emission also will be reduced 50% by 2050 compared to 2008. IMO has prepared for three measures for greenhouse gas regulation. Technical measures such as EDI and EXI, operational measures including SIMP and CII, and market-based measures like emission trading scheme or carbon tax. I'm recording this presentation before MEPC 76. However, by the time you're watching this presentation, at that time MEPC 76 must have already finished. Therefore, IMO short-term measure, EXI and the CIA regulation will be finalized. So at the time, only market-based measure remain. Apart from the IMO, the EU has prepared for its own regulation. EU MRV is already in effect, and they have a plan to include shipping sector in EU ETS from 2022. Let me explain greenhouse gas short-term measure, EXI and CII. EEDI is a regulation for new building ship, but EEXI was regulated for existing ship. Both EEDI and EXI are using same methodology. If the ship complied with the EEDI requirement at the time of new building stage, there is no problem in operation thereafter. But in 2023, when the EEXI take effect, vessels do not meet the new EEXI requirement will no longer can be operated. If ships do not comply with new EEXI requirement, they have to conduct EPL. EPL stands for engine power limitation. This means maximum speed of vessel will be reduced. For container ship, EEXI does not significantly affected because container ships are already operating much lower than the design speed, so it is not affected even if maximum speed is reduced. However, bulk carrier and tanker LNG carrier are expected to be significantly affected. We have more concern about CII. CII is calculated by dividing the total annual fuel consumption by deadweight and the total distance sailed. So it is mean the annual fuel efficiency for transportation work. Every new CII of all ships have to submit it and verified by third party. Each ship will be categorized with A, B, C, D, and E according to the CII performance. A ship rated D for 3 consecutive renewal or E grade for renewal will have to submit corrective action plan. The problem is that CII requirement will be gradually decreased every renewal. Therefore, even a vessel that is initially rating A will be gradually dropped its rating to the D or E accordingly. I would like to show an example. It is the result of a CII simulation based on the 13,000 TEU container ship with a different fuel, conventional fuel, and the LNG fueled ship. Conventional ship is started with B grade, but in 2030, grade will be dropped into D grade, and the grade reached E grade from middle of 2030. But for LNG fuel ship, it will be maintained at A grade for a considerable period. In 2040, it will be dropped into D grade. One of the most obvious way to maintain C grade is to reduce ship speed continuously. In the case of a conventional ship, if the ship speed is reduced by 0.5 knot every renewal, it can maintain the C grade. However, this speed is too low to conduct normal container ship business. In the case of LNG fuel ship, even a much smaller speed reduction can stably maintain the C grade. Is there any other way to maintain the C grade other than speed reduction? We think about other solution is biofuel biofuel blending. If biofuel contents will be increased every renewal, we can maintain the C grade. Okay, from now on, I'll talking about HMM activities. In P4G summit last month, HMM declared carbon neutral by 2050. We are second shipping company to declare carbon neutral in the world. We plan to reduce our carbon intensity by 70% by 2030. We have already joined to the Getting to Zero Coalition. The Getting to Zero Coalition is a global initiative to develop commercialized CO2-free vessels before 2030. This is HMM new building strategy. We organized the new building task force team before placing an order. Classification and shipyard and many manufacturers are attending in this TFT. New building TFT makes all decisions about design concept, ship speed, main engine power, and energy saving device. You can see the various energy saving device fitted on HMM new building ship. HMM new building ship are very efficient. This is table. This table and graph is showing the EDI result of our new building ship. As you can see, efficiency are more than 50% higher than international requirement. We are making great effort to improve ship's energy efficiency for not only for new building ship but also existing ship. Most suitable energy saving devices are selected by considering of ship's type, ship's age, and the operational profile. And we have conducted many conversion, modification, and retrofitting as well. As a result of our effort, HMM fleets are improving their efficiency every year. For container ship, we have already improved ship's efficiency with 57% by 2020 compared to 2008. However, this effort alone has very limited. We need a more fundamental change. It is necessary to change from fossil fuel to decarbonization fuel and change from propulsion with diesel engine to electric propulsion. Recently, many alternative fuel have been discussed now. Each fuel has its own characteristic and has different environmental impact. We expect each future fuel will be commercialized at different time by considering of its characteristics and technological utility and infrastructure. We think LNG fuel are already commercialized from 2020s, and ammonia methanol can be commercialized as marine fuel in the 2030s. We think a hydrogen fuel cell could be commercialized only after 2040. So, if we place an order for new ship by selecting commercially available fuel in time, we can naturally reduce greenhouse gas emission. So, how about existing conventional ship? We have find the solution for existing ship because even ships delivered today have to operate until mid 2040s. What we are focusing on is biofuel. Many shipping companies are interested in biofuel. They have conducted onboard testing, and most results of tests have been successful. The biggest advantage of biofuel is they do not need to change the current equipment. No need conversion, no need retrofitting. But biofuel has many barriers to solve the problem. Biofuel are not yet regarded as the decarbonization fuel in the IMO. Another problem is the fuel cost. Biofuel are very expensive compared to conventional fossil fuel. HMM has established partnership with many related Korean companies last year. The partners are now working together on R&D effort to make a quality standard and to commercialize the fuel through the development of a supply system. We are continue testing on board and onshore to verify its performance. There are many possible future fuel, but our most interesting fuel is ammonia. Last month, HMM signed a green ammonia transportation and bunkering consortium agreement. We will work together to seek feasible solution for ammonia bunkering, including production, storage, and transportation. I will explain HMM long-term reduction plan. We plan to use biofuel during the operation of existing conventional ship. We plan to gradually increase the content of biofuel. When the lifetime of conventional ship is over, we will place an order for new building ship. Of course, this new ship will be able to use the most suitable alternative fuel for its time. This graph is showing the emission simulation result of HMM long-term plan. Greenhouse gas emission will be reduced by 70% by 2050 compared to 2008. This is exactly in line with IMO reduction goal. However, in order to achieve carbon neutrality, not only actual emission reduction, but also more activities are required. For example, uh, we can carbon offset through eco-friendly investment, and we can purchasing emission credit in the carbon market. Okay, it's time to conclude my presentation. There are many uncertainties in the greenhouse gas regulation. Technology uncertainty, and the fuel price uncertainty, bunkering infrastructure uncertainty. Among them, I think regulatory uncertainty is very, very important. We wondering about when and how will market-based measure be adopted in the IMO? How about the methane regulation in the future? And will IMO go to tank to wake or well to wake? Some shipping companies say that they will not be placing any new building order until this uncertainty are resolved. I think the international society, including IMO, should make effort to early resolve regulatory uncertainty. Today, I'm talking about digitalization and decarbonization. These two are slightly different. Decarbonization is mandatory, pressure from international society. That's why shipping company take a little bit defensive position. But digitalization is different. This is voluntary, driven by need within shipping company to enhance safety and improve efficiency. But these two also have a common something. If shipping company cannot respond to this big challenge, they will not survive in global competition. And what is most need to respond to these two challenges? The strong will of the shipping company is required. So we have to turn this challenge into opportunity, not the risk. Okay, my presentation is over. I hope that my presentation could be helpful for the digitalization and decarbonization of the Korean shipping and the building industry. Thank you very much for your long time attention.